So I'm on my way into church right now, and it gives me a little time to shoot a quick video. And twice today, and people have really asked me this. They've asked me this in the past. Why did I get into training with firearms? And what made me get into this business? One, I have two other businesses for one. But why I started doing this is a whole other reason why I started my other businesses. And I've been into firearms, and I started shooting when I was 6 years old. Just to let you know, I'm almost 63 now. It's a long time. But about 8-9 years ago, I started formally training, and it was mostly to protect my family and myself and things like that. When it comes to certain things that I'm passionate about, I really started getting into self-protection, family protection, home protection, and things like that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, for what I do and the classes that I teach, it is not for the money, right? It is really seriously to help bring self-awareness for people to protect themselves. And a lot of people don't get that. It's kind of frustrating when you don't see that response, right? For me, the protector in the house, right, is coming from a traditional sense, has always been the male, right? Unless for some unforeseen reason happens, right? It's been the male. They're the protector of the family. They are the protector of your home, your kids, everything. And what I don't see enough of, and I really want to see this more, is when we offer a program, I don't want to come off as, hey, this guy's just trying to make money, right? And I'm not. I have two other businesses. This is a passion. This is something that I think needs to be out there, as opposed to my apparel business, or as opposed to, when I was a strength conditioning coach or a personal trainer or whatever. This is much more needed. And I see it, especially in today's environment, how much more it is needed. I live in a very good community. And it is, for all intents and purposes, it's a safe community. And I think it's a great thing. But looking at my surroundings, we have very affluent communities within a quarter of a mile of me. And we live in a pretty good community. I'm not taking that away. The thing that I see is they don't see the value. I don't think, this is just me personally, they don't see the value of what could potentially happen. Hey, you know what? I live in a $5 million house. I live in a great neighborhood. And you know what? Kids go to a safe school. We're in a safe area. What could possibly happen? Well, chances are pretty slim that, that maybe nothing will happen, but it's never zero. And that's the problem. And in today's environment, we want to make sure that, that we're protected, especially in today's environment, right? You have grandkids, you have kids that I've trained, growing up and getting married and having their own kids. And the thing that I want to say, and this includes my kids, my boys, right? I have a grandson that your number one priority, no matter who it is, and even if you're freaking my age, your number one priority is to protect your home. It is to protect your family, protect your wife, protect your kids, whatever. And you learn, you teach and you pass it on. And I think that is just, it's getting lost in translation somewhere, that people don't take this seriously enough. I believe and I feel like sometimes the mentality is, hey, you know what? It's not going to happen to me. Well, it's the wrong. And when you take that kind of attitude, it generally means that your self-awareness around you, right, just isn't there. Right? That you're not aware of your surroundings. You're not aware of what could possibly happen. Hey, you know what? I got to go get gas. It's freaking, it's 8 o'clock at night. It's dark. Hey, I forgot to get gas. I got to go get gas before I go to work tomorrow morning. I better go get it now. Well, you know what? It's dark right now. And so that being said, because it's dark, you might inadvertently, hey, I know I'm going to go out and get some gas, and it's dark at night, and a gas station is a transitional space. And it is really just a space to where it's prime for a robbery or an attack or something like that, right? Or if you say, you know what, I'm going to go to the grocery store tonight, and you're not aware of where you park, and just things like that. A lot of home invasions, a lot of follow home attacks, follow home robberies, right? Just things like that. And I feel like it's not being taken seriously enough. It's, again, my whole purpose for getting into this, and believe me, when I get into something, I trained for 10 years, 10 years before I even decided to get into this business. And it's something that needs to be out in the public. I wish more people would get into it. I wish more people were teaching. We do have a lot of great instructors out there. And whether it's with me or with somebody else, the whole idea behind my personal business and what I want to do is I really want people to be self-aware. It's bringing more self-awareness to my own community, right? Anyway, that's my rant. I had a little time before I went to church. I wanted to get that out there. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, do me a favor. Hit me up down below, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.